Hi friends, I welcome you all here at TNV Academy. In this session, we are going to talk about Clause 9.3 Management Review of an International Standard ISO IEC 22301-2019 Security and Resilience Business Continuity Management Systems. In this session, we shall cover all the requirements of Clause 9.3 Management Review. The clause 9.3 of the standard has three subclauses, which are subclause 9.3.1 General, subclause 9.3.2 Management Review Input, and subclause 9.3.3 Management Review Output. We shall discuss these subclauses in this session in detail. Now, as the requirement of the clause 9.3 depends upon the requirements of clause 6, clause 8, subclause 9.1 and subclause 9.2 of the standard, I would like to recommend you referring these clauses of ISO 22301-2019 for better understanding of clause 9.3. Let's discuss about the outcome of this session. After completing this session, you will be enabled to understand all about the internal audit requirements necessary to support the operation of the business continuity management system. You will learn how to plan, establish, implement, and maintain an audit program, including the frequency, methods, responsibilities, planning requirements, and reporting, etc. You will also be enabled to understand defining the audit criteria and scope for each audit after finishing this session. You will also understand eliminating detected non-conformities, ensuring follow-up audit actions, and the reporting of verification results. Now, coming to the mandatory documentation requirements, the clause 9.3 of ISO 22301-2019. The subclause 9.2.2.e of the standard specifies that the organization shall retain documented information as evidence of the implementation of the audit program or programs and the audit results. Let's start with the subclause 9.3.1 General. The subclause 9.3.1 General of ISO 22301-2019 simply states that top management should review the organization's business continuity management system at planned intervals to ensure its continuing suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness. Now, coming to the subclause 9.3.2 Management Review Input. The subclause 9.3.2 of ISO 22301-2019 specifies that the management review should include consideration of the status of actions from previous management reviews. Management reviews should also include changes in external and internal issues that are relevant to the business continuity management system. Clause 9.3.2 says that management review should include consideration of information on the business continuity management performance, including trends in non-conformities and corrective actions, monitoring and measurement evaluation results, and also the audit results. Clause also covers that management review should include feedback from interested parties. As per subclause 9.3.2, the management review should include the need for changes to the business continuity management system, including the policy and objectives of the organization. According to the clause, management review should include consideration of procedures and resources that could be used in the organization to improve the business continuity management system performance and effectiveness. The review should contain the information from the business impact analysis and risk assessment. Subclause 9.3.2 says that the management review should include the output from evaluation of business continuity documentation and capabilities. To get more information about business continuity documentation, you are recommended to refer the subclause 8.6 of the standard. As per this subclause, Management review should comprise risks or issues not adequately addressed in any previous risk assessment, and the lessons learned and actions arising from near misses and disruptions. Finally, subclause 9.3.2 also states that management review should include opportunities for continual improvement to meet the requirements of the standard and to achieve the objectives of the organization. Now, coming to the subclause 9.3.3, Management Review Output. The subclause 9.3.3.1 states that the outputs of the management review should include decisions related to continual improvement opportunities and any need for changes to the business continuity management system to improve its efficiency and effectiveness, including point 1. Variations to the scope of the business continuity management system. Point 2. Update of the business impact analysis, risk assessment, business continuity strategies and solutions, and business continuity plans. Point 3. Modification of procedures and controls to respond to internal or external issues that may impact the business continuity management system. And point 4. How the effectiveness of controls will be measured. Now, coming to the subclause 9.3.3.2, it specifies that the organization should retain documented information as evidence of the results of management reviews. Organization should communicate the results of the management review to relevant interested parties and to take appropriate action relating to those results. Let me summarize entire subclause 9.3 management review in a simple way. The senior management of organization must carry out regular pre-planned strategic reviews of its business continuity management system. That could be meeting at least once or twice a year, helping organization to make sure that its business continuity management system continues to meet the needs of both the organization and the ISO 22301. Each management review must drive ongoing improvement of its business continuity management system. The senior managers should use them as opportunities to understand its current status, mapping out any issues relating to it, and to take on board any feedback about it. They should also use them to discuss developments that might affect it, looking at how it is performing in practice and decide on specific improvements to it. As ever, organization must retain all relevant documentation as proof of each review's outcomes. That managing this kind of management review could be stressful and time consuming. So managing them in a positive way is equally important. Friends, we have covered all the subclauses which are 9.3.1, 9.3.2 and 9.3.3. Now, let's talk about the non-conformity under this clause 9.3. Please see the auditor finding action report on your screen for writing non-conformities under this clause. This sample NC report will give you an idea on how to write non-conformities report. This sample NC will give you an idea on how to write a non-conformance report. Please go through this and try to understand the various components of this non-conformance report. Friends, now we have reached at the end of this session. I hope that you have an idea about clause 9.3 of ISO IEC 22301-2019 Business Continuity Management System. I sincerely thank you all for your interest and attention. Thanks and best wishes.